Hi, I'm Bill Smith. I'm the manager at Accurate Firearms. This is Jim Kesteloot. He's the owner of Accurate Firearms. We're going to talk to you guys today about what benefits hunters can see from using a suppressor.
Great. Well, as you can see, suppressors come in all different shapes and sizes for all different calibers. What we're primarily going to talk about is hunting, because that's what I am as a big hunter. So I've switched personally to hunting with a suppressor wherever it's allowed. So this year, in fact, at my property, I wouldn't allow anybody else to hunt up there with a gun that wasn't suppressed. So as a result of them, they all started using mine. So there's a lot of reasons for it. First one that I tell people is it doesn't scare the whole woods away. You shoot, yeah, you still hear a bang, you still hear a noise, but it does not frighten the whole woods away, and the deer don't head for the hills, okay? Second thing is hearing protection. So how many times do you sit there, it's a rush shot, and you have time to reach for your ear protection?
Never.
Almost never.
Almost never.
So you're, especially these days with a gun, most of them have brakes on them, which are extra noisy. So, and you're in a blind, you pull the gun in the blind, it's just not a good thing for your ears. So, I mean, those are two of the main ones. In fact, a situation this year was I was on a doe trying to clean some of the does out. I had a couple does walk out. I shot one with a suppressor and went down. The other ones look around like, what happened? Then I looked to the right, there's two over in another field eating, didn't even frighten them away. So there's a lot to be said about not scaring the hell out of the woods. So the other thing is, so many times your neighbors hear you bang, and the next thing you know, they're driving over after hunt in the morning to find out, hey, what'd you shoot? I heard you shoot over there. Well, I don't want everybody knowing what's going on in my place. So you know, those are some of the main reasons for me hunting with a suppressor. It changes the game for hunting. And in fact, in Michigan, they're just getting going with suppressors in a lot of different states around the country. So just remember, hunting with a suppressor is a game changer, period. So if you're allowed to do it, you should. Now, here's a couple examples, Bill. Why don't you give everybody a rundown of what you got there?
Yeah, so right here we have a Christensen Arms Ridgeline Scout in 308 with a Dead Air Nomad 30 suppressor. So this is a nice setup because it is a shorter barrel gun. It's a 16-inch, so you can add the suppressor to it and not have a package that's so unwieldy that you're having trouble moving around in a blind. But that'd be a really nice setup there. The bolt action is going to be the quietest because you're not having the action noise. So this is going to be a really effective gun for hunting especially hunting above the rifle line here in the state. But you can do the same setup on a 350 Legend, 450 Bushmaster, 400 Legend, anything like that if you are hunting in the straight walled area. Mm-hmm. We have suppressors that are available that will work with those calibers as well. We also have a 22 handgun, a Smith & Wesson Victory here with a suppressor as well. 22 handguns, they're nice if you're trapping or just dealing with varmints in general. A suppressed 22 handgun probably one of the best things you can do for it. You can handle any of your pests and varmints without having to carry the ear protection around with you or disturb neighbors depending on where you're doing it at. If you're a handgun hunter, you can certainly use those as well. This one's a FN 510. It's a 10 millimeter, real popular handgun for hunting with, and you can get a suppressor with that. This one's a Gemtech GM45, but again, lots of options for suppressors for those. Mm-hmm. And then your air platforms, those are becoming more and more popular for hunting as well. This kind of setup, I think, is really good, especially for newer hunters or youth hunters. That's one of the things that I want to hit on. I think makes suppressors really good for hunting. Is that if you have that newer hunter, that youth hunter, taking down the noise and the recoil, because some people don't realize a suppressor reduces the recoil almost as much as a muzzle brake does, and then eliminating the noise as well, will make your younger hunters that much more comfortable shooting. You're going to eliminate that flinch a lot easier. In my experience, it seems like kids seem to associate noise with recoil, so you can dull that down. It can be really effective in terms of making them more comfortable shooting and more likely to make the good ethical shot. But especially when you put it in a platform like a AR-15 where it's a semi-automatic, that action also helps absorb some recoil. So something like this, if you were to get it in a like a straight wall cartridge like a 350 Legend, would be pretty much a perfect rifle for a youth hunter, especially since the stock is also adjustable too, so you can shorten it for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this year through 2024, we sold probably 30% more suppressors than we did the previous year. So it's become so easy anymore. We have a kiosk in the store. You can come get your fingerprints done, fill out all the paperwork, get your photos taken right in one stop. You don't have to go to multiple places in order to get it. And in some cases, we've had suppressors come back in less than a week. So on average, you'd probably say it's about a month.
I say within a month. Almost all are coming back within a month.
Yeah.
For
so
individuals. Yeah.
When the ATF or switched over to doing everything electronically, it made it a lot simpler to get suppressors. So the other thing that is a lot of people don't know about is this is a suppressor it's a 30 cal suppressor. So really anything that's 30 cal it'll work for, but it can also go on lesser caliber, 6.5 Creedmoor, 6.5 PRC, 7mm, and you might have to get a different adapter for the threads. And in the can, if you can see this, these end plates come off, so you can change the diameter of the hole to optimize for that platform you're shooting or for the caliber you're shooting. So just because it's on one doesn't mean it has to be on there. It can go on multiple different rifles. So they call those hybrids. But the whole idea is if it's a 30 cal, you can go smaller. You certainly can't go bigger, but you can go smaller. So
yeah, and with the quick detach systems that most of the manufacturers are using, you're able to make it really easy to switch it between rifles. So if you do want to have just one suppressor and be able to put it on multiple rifles, you just outfit each of those rifles with the corresponding muzzle device to go with your suppressor's quick detach adapter, and it makes it super easy to switch from rifle to rifle. Even if those rifles don't have the same thread pitch, you're not having to change out a thread adapter.
Yeah. So again, Accurate Firearms, come see us. We have the kiosk. We make the process simple for getting suppressors. And these days, it's game changer in the woods. It really makes a huge difference. I know firsthand.